Hello my friends and welcome back to Just Shake or Stir. My name is Georgi for those of you who just stumbled on this video. For everybody else, welcome back, and I hope all of you likes Midori. If you don't, I think it's time to change your mind because Midori is coming back. Now, it's a very old liqueur, let's put it that way, and it's most famous for the Midori Sour. But the Midori Sour evolved through the years, and I took this opportunity for the past few weeks to work on something brand new. And hopefully, I'm just saying hopefully, with your help, we'll make this new version a little bit more popular and maybe kind of a give chance to other people to try it and elevate the Midori Sour to 2024. But for now, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like and share, and as always, if you're ready for some shakes, stirs and sips, let's make some Midori Sours. So the Midori was introduced firstly in 1978 by Suntory and became very popular in the 80s. Why? Because the 80s was a great era for colorful cocktails, easy to make, ready to drink, while you boogie or a disco in the nightclub. And that was the era of the disco. Obviously everything was really colorful, shiny, just a good fun, okay? So back in the 80s, the Midori Sour was served in the Collins glass, and it was really popular because obviously it was built cocktail, really easy to drink, and this electric green color kind of a fit with the era. Split base of the lemon juice and the lime juice. So you have both of them work really well, like a half an ounce, but I'm finding it a little bit strange. And why? Because I've made this cocktail plenty of time, and to be honest, it's a bit too sour. Now, wherever you look this recipe, you're always gonna find there is Midori, lime and lemon, and top up with soda. Where's the sugar syrup, okay? The Midori, it's a good liqueur, it's a fantastic, very flavored, but it's not sweet enough to overpower the pH of the lime and the lemon, the pH level, which is around 2 to 2.6 between two of them, sharing different levels. However, we can adjust this, and today that's what we're gonna do. For this, I have created a melon syrup, which you can see how to make if you visit my second channel, Mixology Hacks. But yes, I will elevate a little bit this highball because I find it a very soury and overpowering the Midori with this lime and lemon split souring. So there you go. We're gonna add some little bit more ice, top it up nicely, and just top up with soda. There you go. And you have a wonderful highball to go and disco and boogie and enjoy your drink. It's very quick to make, so imagine you going out in the 80s, you go to the disco club, you want a cool electric drink, nice color, you want it quick and easy, you just make Midori Sour in a highball or a Collins glass. And for a quick garnish, we're just gonna drop 2 wedges of lime, and we're ready. It's look absolutely fantastic. But then slowly the Midori Sour is elevated to a different level, and it was introduced with the egg white. So in this version, obviously, we have only 3 ingredients. One is the Midori with the lemon juice or a lime juice, depends of your preference, and of course with the egg white. Now, here with this version, we don't really need a syrup, to be honest, because the egg white basically is going to mellow down, bond the ingredients, and it's gonna make the sourness a little bit more mellow, which is gonna give chance to the Midori liqueur to shine, okay? So I'm gonna use lime juice for this version, and of course an egg white. Depends how big is your egg, but 1 egg white, it's absolutely fine. You have, as always, with the egg white to give it a dry shake first. You need to wake up this egg, and then we can chill down the cocktail by filling up your small shaker pretty much to the top with ice. You want enough ice so you can make this movement inside in the shaker to break this egg, to emulsify the egg, and obviously introduce some more air to the egg white. So give it a good shake. Beautiful. Lovely frozen shaker. It's served straight up. It's preferably, I'll say, chill your glass if you want in advance. But it's not necessary, it's entirely up to you. Then just strain your cocktail. Give it a little swirl so you collect all the foam from the egg. And you have a wonderful 3 ingredients Midori Sour, which is more sophisticated. It's not kind of like a disco vibe, but it's more to sit down and enjoy a wonderful, refreshing cocktail if you like melons. And it's just because it looks fantastic like it is, but a little contrast in a color will bring the difference. So I'm gonna garnish with a lovely maraschino cherry, just like this on the top, just for a little contrast. And now, my lovely friends, I'm gonna sip a little bit because I need a little sip. Definitely better when you introduce a little bit of sweetness with the syrup. But it's time for Midori Sour 2024. So I think about the Midori Sour and we've seen the two versions. We get the Highball, which is nice and kind of a clear, lovely looking, vibrant green color. But then you get the 3 ingredients Midori Sour, which have this creaminess and the lovely froth on the top from the egg white. So I wanted to keep the vibe of the Midori Sour. Of course, we kind of have visual picture when we talk about Midori Sour. But I wanted to make it a little bit more sophisticated, more up to the era, let's put it this way, and introduce a little bit more sustainability in the cocktail. So for this reason, I decided to make a clear Midori Sour, which is gonna be topped up with a melon foam. So the actual melon I used to create the syrup for this cocktail, it's used also in the foam. So half of the melon it's used to create syrup, the other half it's used to create foam. And again, if you're interested to know how to do this syrup and how to do the foam, make sure you check Mixology Hacks. I'll leave link in the description or somewhere here card. But yeah, have a watch the episode because it's step by step how to create these things. But now, let's make the ultimate Midori Sour 2024. And for this cocktail, you're gonna need a mixing glass. Yes, you hear me right. We build up the original Midori Sour, we shake the 3 ingredients Midori Sour. The 2024 version, it's using a mixing glass. And of course, we're gonna start with our Midori, as always. And this is gonna be a 60 ml or a 2 ounces of the Midori, straight away to your mixing glass. And now it's time for the citrus element. You can use a citrus element which is called Super Sour. It's a Belgian company which make this clear citrus mix, which is made with citric acid, malic acid and few others. It's pretty much available worldwide, but we're not gonna use it today because the pH of this ready mix, it's 1.95, which is extremely sour. My aim is to keep the original sourness from the 3 ingredients Midori Sour, which it's using lime or a lemon, and we're looking for the pH level around 2 to 2.5, somewhere in this range. So to create your own sour mix, you can use this book from Dave Arnold, The Liquid Intelligence, and if you don't have it, do me a favor, buy it, because there's a lots of information you can learn and implement in your cocktails. But however, I have created my own, obviously, so that's what I'm gonna use. There you go. To keep the cocktail clear, I will be using 15 ml or a half an ounce, and the equivalent of this sour mix which I use here with the citric and malic acid, it's around 2.2 to 2.4, which is totally mimic the pH level of the lemon or a lime. So it's somewhere in between, okay? Now to give a little more a kick to the cocktail, herbal notes, but keep the melon shining, we are going to use green chartreuse. And some of you may say it's a shortage. You know I work with Master of Mouths time to time. They start just shipping worldwide. So I will leave a link in the description to the website, or maybe just go to my website and click on the link to Master of Mouth. Yeah, they ship worldwide and I'm pretty sure they have some left in stock, okay? So from the chartreuse, we are going to use just a roughly bar spoon and a drop. This is only to introduce a little herbal notes, keep the green color, of course, give a little bit kick to the cocktail, and that's it, as simple as that. So we have all these ingredients, and the last one is going to be our melon syrup. So the melon syrup, it will be, again, 15 ml or a half an ounce. So this is made from the fresh melon, And the foam which we're using is made from the fresh melon. So you see where I'm going. When we talk about melon sour, or a Midori Sour, which is melon sour basically, we want to keep the whole melon flavor from top to bottom consistent and being all about the melon, okay? So fill up your mixing glass with ice. You don't need to put too much ice here, but enough to stop the dilution straight away, because we talk about the low ABV spirit. We don't want to dilute it too much. Give it a briefly stir for about, what, 10 seconds, just to cool down the ingredients and mix them together. Simple as that. You don't need to over stir it. Don't go crazy. Soon the glass it starts chilling on the outside. You're ready, okay? Grab your glass of choice. I have a little kind of a type of coupette. Gonna strain the Midori mixture, the sour. Beautiful. And this is the last part now when our foam is coming. So as I say, if you want to learn how to make this foam, visit Mixology Hacks. This foam, it's made to stay always foamy. There's two ways of serving it. One way like I'm going to introduce today. The other way is if you want to make it more lighter, more fluffier, you can put it in the icy press, charge it with the CO2, and you expand and you become more fluffy and more lighter. It's entirely up to you. You can experiment. For me, I prefer serving it as it is. And it's just over a bar spoon, slowly pour. Because it's made with a real fruit and have some of the pulp of the melon, it's gonna be pretty much like a garnish for a cocktail. You can feel it when you drink. You can actually have a little bite on the foam. And there you have it, my friends. The Midori Sour clear version with the melon foam on the top. Still have the fluffiness. It's looked a little bit like a lovely cloudy version on the top of the clear liquid. And the taste is just absolutely amazing, because on the top you have this beautiful smell of a fresh melon, and it's absolutely fantastic. And when you sip, first you're gonna get from the foam, and if you keep continued, then you're gonna get the cocktail on the back end, which is introducing these little herbal notes from the chartreuse as well. So, cheers! The sourness, the sweetness, the melon flavor, it's all balanced, absolutely splendid. This, my lovely friends, it's 2024 Midori Sour. And I hope some of you is gonna try and share around. Let's see who's gonna make it, or somebody may come with even more polished version, put it that way. I like it as it is, so I will keep it like that. But for now, go make some Midori Sours, put the disco tunes, enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you in a week time probably, or not over a week time, because I'm going on holiday and I'm gonna do what I do best on my holidays, do nothing. So stay safe, and as always, I love you and I leave you. Bye-bye.